So, what exactly is going on here?
Well, this is a calibrator. So so for example, here,
And that is, of course, a
I mean, what you
3440
can do is you
yeah.
can you can like vary every digit like in steps, and yeah, you can produce every voltage that you like very precisely.
But it is still somewhat noisy, at least on this
Yeah, I mean
PLC
the
setting.
integration period is very low here, so we can make it a little bit larger.
Yeah, it settled down.
Genau, das ist praktisch, von mir ist es jetzt mit dem Fahrrad.
So you can do.
Und auf
And yeah, if you have a multimeter which has not as many digits, like the noise is a little bit
Of course.
less significant. I think here it is especially beautiful if you
Set it to exactly 10
yeah, I
volts.
mean to exactly the value, and you can like vary the last digit like one by one, and you immediately see the results one by one. So yeah, I think this is the fascinating thing if you have a calibrator. So if you have like some voltage standard that you maybe have self-built, you have some. It is stable, but you can never have these beautiful.
Exactly. And if we turn it down a little more, do you think we can get all zeros?
I think so.
Almost there.
I mean, it's also yeah, kind of like.
Of course. Die interessanten Dinge und wie gesagt, die sind 2014 gefertigt worden.
There we go. We almost had it.
Yeah.
Well, close enough. This is 5 zeros, so not bad.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many
But
zeros
I
in
mean,
my life.
if you look at this, first of all, this one hasn't been calibrated or adjusted in 20 years, I think.
But it's not too bad.
And the specification of this would be like plus or minus a 3, like in this place. So
Yeah, so it's within spec.
it's not only within spec, but it's like on point, and that's
Yeah.
like after 20 years. So I'd have to look up the exact spec.
And where would one find a tower of test equipment? The last week of August found me in Stuttgart, deep in the south of Germany, where this year's metrology meeting is taking place. I was there online last year, but this time I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. I didn't see the point of lugging my Keithley and company on this risky whistle-stop tour of Germany, so I took a back seat and absorbed the surrounding test equipment, volt nuts, and a Nobel Prize winner. Here's a Fluke 732A calibrator, just like the one Marco Reps featured in his video, and right next to it, a HP 34401A with red input jacks, the kind you should avoid for whatever reason. The fact that there were so many 34401As and not a single Keithley 2000 made me feel slightly uncomfortable. I think it should be fine as long as you know how to interpret the results correctly. And another 732A with its reference value stuck to it. As if my mind was being read, here's a Keithley 2000 that's slightly yellower than mine. Looks like a visit to the dentist is in order. That forgettable looking box is apparently some kind of precision resistance transfer standard. Quickly ignoring my small display, here's something that I would really like to have. A decent dual triple output supply, coming soon. These RF looking boxes are priceless Xtef's reference standards. The amount of documentation stuck to these makes me feel like I should be taking my documentation more seriously, and a certain green lizard would like that. A crusty old laptop running fancy maths that I totally don't understand, and right next to it is a Keithley nanovolt meter, something which I haven't seen before. The nice thing about these Keithley instruments is their form factor, and if I am ever rich enough to continue building my stack, I would like a 2001, a 2002, a 2400 source meter, and one of these nanovolt meters. I doubt if I would need anything else. Moving on. More voltage standards and even more voltage standards on a rack. I mean, what was I expecting? This isn't called a VoltNut conference for nothing. Here's an interesting looking tidbit that looks like the front end of a temperature logging system with all copper pin headers. Never expected to find an Arduino in a place like this, but here it is. I remember seeing this box in some obscure YouTube video. And here's my dream machine, a Keithley 2002. The highlight of the day for me was being able to meet a Nobel Prize winner and get a picture with his medal. Makes me wonder,